Have you ever made the best video of your life, spent hours and days on it, designed the most gorgeous and catchy thumbnail possible, set up the coolest studio, but when you hit the publish button, absolutely nothing? Zero. Your views get stuck at 10 or 20 likes and views from family and friends, and then completely stop. To be honest, most of us think the YouTube algorithm is a stubborn, ruthless, and illogical entity that has a personal grudge against us. We think the system is rigged so our videos are never seen, and an invisible hand is always holding back our progress. But the truth of the matter is that YouTube has no hostility toward you whatsoever. The algorithm is simply a mirror. A mirror that brutally and accurately shows how long viewers stayed on your video, how much they connected with it, and how much they loved it. The biggest mistake most channels make that causes the algorithm to completely ignore their videos isn't a technical bug, an internet issue, or a lack of equipment. It's a massive mental and strategic error that we commit ourselves. An error that makes the viewer immediately hit the close button in those very first seconds and move on to the next video forever. Right now, if your channel isn't growing, you are likely repeating this single lethal mistake over and over without realizing the depth of the disaster. So stay with me until the very last second of this video, because we are going to break down step by step where the flaw is and how you can completely turn this trend around to your advantage. Look, when we make a video, we unconsciously think we're talking to all the people in the world. We think the more general, vague, and broad our topic is, the more people will come and watch our video. This is precisely the deadly trap that forces YouTube to send your video to the back of the waiting line. Let me give you a simple, tangible example so you can understand the depth of this disaster. Imagine walking into a super crowded, noisy party where everyone is talking at the same time, the music is blasting at maximum volume, and the space is completely filled with a buzz. Now, someone from the back of the room with a normal voice and no particular emotion shouts out, "Hey guys, let's talk about life." Do you think anyone turns around to look? Of course not. Everyone walks right past them without even turning their heads because that statement has nothing to do with anyone's specific concerns. YouTube is exactly and point for point just like this. When your title, thumbnail, and the beginning of your video look like you're talking to everyone, and consequently to no one, the viewer scrolls right past it in their feed and thinks, "This isn't for me," and instantly jumps to open a competitor's video. And this is where YouTube's measurement system, the algorithm, receives its first and heaviest negative signal. By analyzing user behavior, the algorithm says, "Whoa, this person clicked on the video, but fled after 3 seconds. So this video isn't valuable, it's boring. And neat and clean, it puts your video in the drawer of oblivion and never suggests it to anyone else." Now, the first lesson you need to cement in your mind right now is this: a general audience doesn't actually exist. In the content world, there is no such thing as general. We are only dealing with individual human beings, personal concerns, real problems, and sleepless nights. When you want to make a video, you shouldn't write for all of Iran or the entire world. You must write for one person and one person only. Exactly your close friend who is sitting right across from you, holding a cup of tea, and listening to what you have to say. Let's take a look at our workflow and see where we are messing up. Very often, we think that to succeed on YouTube we need expensive equipment, a fancy studio with Hollywood lighting, or weird graphics and complex editing. But the naked truth is that these are just outer layers and superficial appearances. The beating heart, the driving engine, and the soul of any video that goes viral on YouTube is nothing other than the psychology of attention and human behavior. Human beings are creatures who instinctively love hearing a hidden secret. They love seeing you directly point to a shared pain, an emotional deficit, or a mental preoccupation that they have been struggling with for years but lack the courage to voice. When you start a video with a hidden truth, a heavy challenge, or a strange contradiction, the viewer's brain locks onto your content right there. Their brain unconsciously commands, "Wait a minute, what are they saying? Is this true? Am I making this exact same mistake and destroying my own life?" This is the magical point that defines the boundary between absolute failure and stunning success for your channel. But let's dive deeper into this and see where the root lies. Why on earth do we make this structural mistake? Why do we think we need to be so stiff and serious in our videos, talk like a tenured university professor, or include endless boring introductions before finally getting to the point after 10 minutes? This is a historical error and a massive mental bug in our educational and intellectual system. We think the more complex, formal, or bookish our words are, or the drier and more official our tone, the more professional, wise, and expert we appear. Meanwhile, YouTube is not a university, not an ISI paper, and not the evening news. YouTube is exactly like a cozy, warm, and intimate cafe where you are sitting with a friend, drinking tea, and talking about your concerns, failures, and experiences without pretense. Today's generation of viewers, who have 1,000 financial and psychological stresses and concerns, has no patience for a dry, formal classroom. The very first second they enter a video, they decide in a split second whether to trust you or leave. If they see you talking like a textbook or stalling just to stretch the video duration, they get bored, spit in their cup, and leave. So the first inner revolution you need to make in your mind is this: be intimate, be down to earth, speak without pretense, and hit the target directly. Like an old, skilled friend who comes over without ceremony, firmly grabs your hand, shakes you, and says, "My friend, you're heading down the wrong path. Do you even realize where you're going? Come over here and let me tell you how to save yourself." Here I want to share a super huge and key secret with you that many YouTube gurus probably don't want to tell you because they don't even know it themselves. The secret is that watch time cannot be bought with money, nor can it be begged for. Watch time is built. How is it built? By engineering missing mental loops and psychological tensions. What does that mean? It means in every part of the video, before the viewer gets bored and their finger hits the exit button, you need to create a new question, an engaging mystery, or a puzzle in their mind. You need to give them a fresh perspective that makes them think, wait, so what happens next? What is this person pointing to right now? This is precisely that powerful emotional cycle that takes the viewer from pure curiosity to deep surprise, from surprise to thought and self-awareness, and ultimately to a point of inspiration, motivation, and a shift in lifestyle. If you can implement this storytelling rhythm in every single one of your videos, the YouTube algorithm will fall head over heels in love with your videos. Why? Because the algorithm is an artificial intelligence that pursues only one ultimate goal: keeping the user happy, lengthening their stay on the platform, and satisfying their needs. And when a user sits through your video, devours your words with body and soul, and watches until the very last second, it means YouTube has reached its ultimate goal. As a result, the system rewards you heavily, suggests your video virally to thousands and hundreds of thousands of new people, and your channel explodes. Now let's bring this vital lesson into our personal, work, and daily lives. This isn't just a dry rule for growing a YouTube channel, it is a universal, ruthless, and yet life-saving law for all dimensions of life. In our daily lives, our romantic relationships, our businesses, and our careers, we commit this exact glaring mistake. Very often, we want to connect with people, be impactful, or sell our ideas, but we utter general, cliché, slogan-like, and boring words. We expect everyone to love us, applaud us, or listen to us without question. Yet, until you find your true value, your unique voice, your logical argument, and your pure and unpretentious tone, nobody will even look at you. Sustainable success in any path, whether building a high-traffic YouTube channel, creating a successful online business, or forging deep human relationships, urgently requires you to be pure, to deeply understand the real concerns of your audience, life partner, or surroundings, and to give them precisely what their thirsty soul needs. Personal discipline, emotional control during tough days, and a crazy persistence in your work stem precisely from this point: knowing what you are doing, what your goal is, and what mission you are fighting for. So starting today, starting this very moment, let's change this erosive trend at its core. There are no more excuses for staying unseen, failing, or complaining. If your previous videos haven't been seen until now, the reason wasn't the algorithm's incompetence. The reason was that you hadn't yet learned how to speak your audience's language and how to lock their attention in those vital first seconds. Review this video over and over. Implement every single one of these points step by step in creating your next content, and watch how your audience's perspective, and consequently smart YouTube's perspective, changes toward your channel. Remember, you didn't come to this world to be like everyone else, talk like everyone else, and fail like everyone else. You are meant to be a completely unique, authentic, and powerful version of yourself who delivers real words and great lessons in an intimate, compassionate tone to thousands of people thirsty to learn. Now is the exact time to roll up your sleeves, throw away all excuses, fears, and past mistakes. Start your next video with this completely new, polished, and engineered mindset, and prove to yourself and the world that you can reach the highest peaks of success on this path and build a true empire for yourself.